After a keynote, a member of my audience posed this question: why is integrity important in leadership? My response to this young professional started with what integrity means. I said to this gentleman, imagine a magnificent 14-karat gold ring, one that has no breaks in it, such as a man's wedding ring. It is completely unbroken. It is a completely unbroken circle. The ring's completeness and strength as a solid, unbroken piece represents integrity. Integrity literally means entirety or wholeness. If I took a saw and I cut this ring, it is no longer whole and its strength or integrity has been severely weakened. The leader always represents and personifies ideals. As a high road professional, these ideals are lofty, positive, and uplifting. Please imagine a leader who I name Sam, who often reminds his employees the importance of honesty and personal accountability. He tells them that these ideals and values are things he wants them to work and to live by. A high-quality leadership style is symbolized by this beautiful gold ring that shines with a magnificent glow. One day, Sam decides that it is too nice of a day to be indoors, so he chooses to play golf instead of working. No problem there, but he texts this message to his personal assistant, Carol: I am taking a sick day. Janice, one of Sam's vice presidents, is visiting a client at the country club where he is golfing. Later that day, she mentions to Carol where she ran into Sam. 2 days later, Sam forgets to attend a meeting with a key vendor, even though it was on his calendar. When Sam calls the vendor to apologize, Carol, his assistant, overhears him say, I rely on my assistant to manage my schedule, and I guess she left off the meeting off my calendar. This beautiful ring is now ruined because he made it less than whole and he tarnished its shine. In other words, Sam professes to believe in honesty and accountability, important character traits that support leadership integrity. However, his actions demonstrate to Carol and others that he really doesn't believe in them because he lied about his day off and refused to accept responsibility for the calendar mistake, which was entirely his fault. Let's go deeper and explore how Sam's lack of integrity impacts the people he leads. Do you remember the story about the emperor's new clothes? The moral of this fable applies in this scenario because as a leader, you hold yourself up as a paragon of how to behave. This is how Sam sees himself as a role model for his employees. However, based on his behaviors, Sam shows to the world that he is naked. Carol asks herself, if Sam lied about being sick and then lied about forgetting the appointment, which he then blamed on me, then what else is he lying to me about? How can I believe in him? I can no longer trust him at his word. In other words, as a professional and a leader, Sam lacks integrity. The golden ring he represents is not whole and definitely not a shining example of what to do. Integrity to a leader is what a plot is to a movie. A movie can be made without a good logical storyline, but very few people will watch it, and the movie definitely won't make any money. A leader without integrity might hold a position of authority on the org chart, but very few people are willing to follow this person because that leader lacks a believable storyline. Sam is showing his followers that he might be morally bankrupt, and few will respect a leader like that. As a leader yourself, your wholeness shows up in the congruity between what you say and what you do, between what you profess and how you act. True integrity shows up in your everyday actions, especially when no one is watching you. Integrity is a label awarded to you by those you lead. You earn it, you can't apply it to yourself. Please feel free to share this valuable information with your colleagues and send me questions about the critical topics of leadership and professionalism.